but the c-pawn, my c-pawn is so weak that I think the black will always be okay. After knight takes d4, why didn't he do that? That's kind of weird. Okay, white to move. We could put our bishop back on e3 now. Seems weird. Queen d3. Queen d3. Queen d3. Idea rook fd1. I just don't want to create any weaknesses in my position. It's hard to do anything here. Now he takes. What's the difference? Now it's like not as good. Because now I can take with the pieces on c3. So I think he missed his chance there. You know, he could have done the exchange on c3 at any moment, basically. We do queen f5? No, not in this position, I don't think. But we could play queen f5, queen f3. That's interesting and provocative. Not really standard. We'll just attack the isolated pawn and keep things as simple as possible. But still he has knight e4. Black's active enough. He played this really well, actually. Again, I'm going to have to like agree to a draw because I have no time. If he repeats moves, which he should because he's worse. Knight takes c3. Yeah, I don't like this for black. But he'll still be like fine. This is a Nigel Short type of structure for black. Played a lot of Tartakover Queen's Gambits. This is looking like the classic Nigel Short position. Isolated pawn, but you can't really do anything to it. Black is solid. Theoretically, white's a tiny bit better, maybe, but it's almost impossible to make progress. Maybe we can win on time. Ah, there's that move. Yeah, I didn't want to see that, really. Okay. Nope. I don't want to fix your pawns for you, buddy. Not today. Anytime we go after his d-pawn, maybe b3. This is really double-edged. To try to do what I'm doing now. Knight e2. It's putting my pieces, kind of passively placing my pieces. Try to win this pawn, but I think it's correct. 40 seconds. Bishop e5. Knight takes d5. Whatever. Queen here. Right. Just blitz. That was an annoying move. If he avoids the exchange of bishops, I'm going to put my bishop on f3. We traded. And we pin him. Pin it and win it. What about, like, yeah, knight d5? Not really the best move by me. Hanging pawn's good. Wow. Speaking of hanging pawns, man, this guy's tricky. Jeez. Alright. Good game, dude. I see where your strength lies. Okay. Why didn't I take on a5 with the queen? I didn't see it. So I got flagged. Good game. Let's try for some 15-minute chess. This was time degeneration. I'm not a bullet player. I totally I'm out of practice with like less than 30 seconds. So I try to just win with 30 seconds on the clock. That's basically the approach. There was a lot of stuff. I mean, I was winning all over the place. Interesting Provocative is my name on Match.com. I'm sure it is. Have you ever met any chess legends from generations past? Sure, of course. Like most of... Never met Fischer, though. I was very close. I was like 1 degree of separation from Fischer. Fischer called when I was at a friend's house, and he wanted my friend to contact Saddam Hussein and set up a match in Iraq. This was like during the late 90s, before the invasion of Iraq and Saddam Hussein was ousted. Meeting chess legends, though. I know Lajos Portish. Let's try 5-minute or 15-minute. We have, I met Bat Larson. We have about 20 minutes left for the stream, so I could do 15 minutes. Alright, this is last game, guys. Dream Shell 1964. Playing knight f3. I'm really disappointed. That was weird. De Silva acted like he was going to lose on time, and then suddenly when it got down to 15 seconds, he was like moving instantly. I didn't know he was going to turn on the juice there at the end. But I'm like an old man in blitz. Still, I'm still strong, but not with like bullet under 10 seconds. Okay, so Dream Shell 1964. Don't know this player. A lot of dudes on here. So this is what depression is. I don't know. Seahawks 97. I hope I'm not too depressing. The last game was kind of depressing, but I mean, he was outplayed and just flagged me down a piece. Though he was going to queen a pawn at the end. It was a nice little trick. So if you guys have any general chess questions, don't hesitate to ask. Chess legends that I've met, I mean, you know, obviously, like, it's hard to meet anybody older than, you know, this generation, like the Fischer-Portish generation. Paul Benko. I've been living in Hungary the last 10 years. I know all the older generation Hungarian grandmasters. A lot of Seahawks 97. If you don't like chess, I don't know, you're in the wrong place, dude. Bishop G5. This is my favorite system. And B5. B5? Was this a mouse slip? I'm going to offer this guy a take back here. Take back. But I admire your creativity. But when white doesn't play E4, he doesn't want the take back. When white doesn't play E4, generally speaking, this, or at least D5, this kind of gambit doesn't really make a lot of sense, I think. We're just going to play a controlled advance with E3, and he doesn't have the normal counterplay against E4. Now, oftentimes, when black plays a Benko kind of gambit, the idea is to draw like a knight away from C3 and get control of E4. But if there's no pawn on E4, not much. Not as much of a Alright. Alright, guys. So let's try to be nice in the chat. The disheveled hair, you guys are busting on me now. My hair is cool. Seahawks. That's not nice, dude. C6, bishop e2 or d3. C4 is also possible. Gives him a tempo to play d5. I really think it's a decision between d3 and e2. e2 being the safest option here. So, queen b6 now. Queen d2 is solid. I don't think the black has any real compensation. It's not 3 a.m., dude. I live in Europe, and half the world, there's a world outside of North America, in case you didn't know. So, it's not 3 a.m., dude. But I'm not surprised that's what you think. So, I think this is inspiring what this guy's trying here to get compensation Benko style. But again, without e4, without d4 pawn being under pressure, I think black doesn't have enough compensation here. Question is, should I play b3 at some point? Alright. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'll be right there. Alright, so rook takes a6. I'm thinking I'm going to have to play b3. And a couple ways we can do this. Rook fc1 first. I would like to laterally defend the a2 pawn. Alright, had to fix something with the setup here. Rook fc1. Black doesn't have any real compensation. b3, knight a4, rook c2. I think rook c2 is a good place to start with the idea of b3. Gotta watch the back rank. Yeah, I don't know why this guy is hating on me so much. But he's banned now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna ban him. I was trying to give him a break, but he's banned. Don't know why you're hating on chess and hating on everybody. It must be somebody who has some issues. I don't know. So, king f8, I don't understand king f8. He wants to play like queen b4, something like that, and he wants to avoid